Hello and welcome. Welcome to this playthrough of Pokemon HeartGold version. This is going to be a randomized Nuzlocke playthrough of the game. If you don't know what that means, go ahead and check down in the description. I will put the Nuzlocke rules, but for now I'll give you a tiny refresher of our own individual rules, just in case you don't feel like going down there. So, the way we're playing this. You must catch the first Pokemon on any route. The Pokemon on every single route, including static Pokemon, are all going to be completely random. Trade Pokemon, completely random. Field items, completely random. That won't apply to any, key items that you need throughout the game. Like, let's say you find, the golden teeth in the Safari Zone, kind of thing. That would still be golden teeth. Don't worry, we're not going to break the game doing this. We are hopefully going to make it through the entirety of not only the Johto region, but also the Kanto region without losing a battle. And then, to top it all off, the cherry on top, we'll get that special surprise. Oh boy, it's starting over again. We'll get that special surprise at the end of the game. We will be getting that special surprise at the end of the game. And you know what, if you guys don't know what it is, I won't spoil it for you. Hopefully we'll make it there, and if we don't, then I'll probably talk about how bummed out I am that we didn't get to do it. But anyways, enough talking, let's go ahead and get into it. I should have probably refreshed myself on how to play this game. No info needed, we don't need it. Yawn, huh? What? Is it already that late? Oh no, I overslept. It's only 3 in the afternoon. Professor Oak, well, yeah, he is getting kind of old at this point. He's going to bed super early and whatnot. My name is Professor Oak. Sorry, I will try to keep the cursor off the screen. I apologize. But everyone calls me the Pokemon Professor. Before we go any further, I'd like to tell you a few things you should know about this world. This world is widely inhabited by creatures known as Pokemon. Let's see what it is. Okay, so it's still a Meryl. We humans live alongside Pokemon as friends. Did I mention that this is randomized? I did, okay. Sorry, went over my head. At times we play together, and at other times we work together. Some people use their Pokemon to do battle, and develop closer bonds with them. Now, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? Are you a boy, or are you a girl? Won't you please tell me? You know, I think if you could see me between these two, it's a pretty obvious, it's pretty obvious. Please tell me your name. My name. Let's see. My name. Man, what should we name ourselves actually? Should we go for the, just normal name? Or should we go for YouTube gamer tags? Be that elite pro gamer. I'm gonna go pro gamer on this one. We are going to call ourselves Explo. Never mind. Can't go pro gamer. Too short. I guess we're going with our real name. My name is Brian. Spelt with an I, of course. I don't spell it wrong, like some other Brians of the world. Your name is Brian? Brian, are you ready? Your very own tale of grand adventure is about to unfold. How I wish it would. Dreams, adventure, let's go to the world of Pokemon. I'll see you later. Time to shrink down. Become tiny. I'm excited. I know there's nothing on the right side of the screen just yet. I apologize for that. The way I'm recording this is a little funky. So, hi Brian, you're finally awake. Your friend Lyra was just here. Yeah, I guess if I'm sleeping till 3:30 in the afternoon, then, I'd be surprised that I wasn't awake by now either. She was playing hide and seek with her Meryl. Oh, I almost forgot. Our acquaintance, Professor Elm, was looking for you. He said he had a favor to ask of you. You know where the lab is, right? It's right next door to us. By the way, do you have everything you need to go out? Here, use this bag to carry things. Well, thanks, Ma. This is your trainer card. Here, you can save a record of your progress. These are also rather helpful. Let me just shove some options into your backpack. Just try touching the buttons and you'll know what to do in no time. Okay. That totally made sense in a real life application. Let's see how... Oh wait. Cutscenes, cutscenes. These games are dominated by cutscenes now. Cue Metal Gear Solid noise. Okay, bye. I guess you didn't have anything to say to me. Let's see. Alright, that's how you do that. That's the key item quick save thing. Alright. So let's go ahead and see what Professor Elm wants from us. But before we do, in every one of these videos, or at least each of these recording sessions, I kind of want to, like, pose a question to you, the viewer. And doing so, I will put the question at the top, like this. And today's question, or at least this video's question, is what is your favorite Pokemon generation and why? My personal favorite is probably Generation 4. I know that's kind of a strange one to choose, like maybe one of the less talked about generations, I guess, but I just think it had like some of the best like design for the Pokemon and for the region itself. I think it was like a really cool generation to play through, and the anime was one of the better, like those seasons in the anime were some of the best ones in my opinion. I also kind of grew up in a time where like Gen 2 had just come out like when I was 4 maybe, and so I grew up with Generation 3 and 4 as the anime. And then I want to say, I don't know, I think I like most vividly remember getting the Generation 4 games because I remember when they came out like paying deep attention to them and trying to figure out as much as I could, but I didn't know about the internet back then, so I mean, I guess I kind of, like, I knew about the internet, but like I wasn't well versed in using it yet. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get back into it. Enough childhood stories, enough of, oh boy, what have I done? Okay, now I can walk. Professor Elm. Hi, Brian. I've been waiting for you. Do you know anything about my research? As you know, Pokemon are carried in Pokeballs these days, but before Pokeball was invented, people used to walk with Pokemon. Just like your friend Lyra does. How old school of her. Pokeballs are great because you can carry many Pokemon, but walking with Pokemon must have some advantages. It could have something to do with how a Pokemon grow or evolve, so I'm going to give you a Pokemon. Can you walk beside this Pokemon outside of its Pokeball to see if this brings any special feelings or bonds between Pokemon and people? The device over there has some Pokemon you could choose from. I actually don't know if I've ever read through that. I had no idea that was his, like, research topic. Professor Elm. Oh, hey, I got an email. Okay. Hey, listen, I have this acquaintance that people call Mr. Pokemon. He keeps finding weird things and raving about his discoveries. Anyway, I just got an email from him saying that this time it's real. It's probably another Pokemon egg, but we're still so busy with our Pokemon research. Wait, I know! You could go in our place, right? Can we count on you? You can choose one of the Pokemon over there. Alright, guys. I'm excited. Before we do this, let's make sure our little buddy has a place to feel right at home in. Right there. Whatever this may be, I'm very excited to see what it is. So, our 3 options. Man. Professor Elm. Touch a Pokeball to see what's inside. So, we've got the ground type Marowak, the fire type Chimchar, which is a starter, and the electric type What should we go with, guys? Vote in the comment section. Pause the video, vote, and see what see what we go with and who would be correct. Who wins this little competition among the viewership? Who knows? Man, I don't know. Like, part of me wants to go with Chimchar just because it can evolve, but then at the same time it's like normally a starter Pokemon, so that's kind of boring, isn't it? It's kind of boring to go with that as your choice. Manectric is really cool, and so is Marowak. Like, those are honestly two of my favorite Pokemon from their generations. Manectric I used to use all the time playing through Pokemon Sapphire. That was like my go-to electric type. And then Marowak, I don't know if I ever really used it in Sapphire. I think I used it in this game. Maybe? I don't remember. I know I've used it before, but it's been very seldom. So I think I'm gonna go with Marowak. Let's go ahead, click on that little button there, get this bad boy out. You receive Marowak from Professor Elm. Give a nickname to the Marowak you received? Of course I will. A boy Marowak. Well, we could go down a very bad route with this, but we won't. We will try to remain probably not child-friendly, but as friendly as we can be. I don't know. I've been playing some Assassin's Creed Odyssey lately. So I'm gonna, you know what? I know this doesn't really have much to do with the character itself, just the first name that comes to mind because I've been playing so much Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and somehow it just kind of fits. Like, it's like Marowak's wearing a hood with the skull, you know? So it just kind of somehow fits. I'm naming you Alexios. That is the male main character in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Is Alexios the nickname you want to give? Sorry, I make that noise a lot whenever I like mess up speaking. It's just kind of my go-to of, yeah, I'm acknowledging that I'm terrible at speaking. You can't call me out for it if I make a weird noise about it. I don't know. It's just my, one of my strange character traits, maybe? Professor Elm, how do you like walking with your Pokemon? It's not bad, is it? You can take it all the way to Mr. Pokemon's house. If your Pokemon gets hurt, you should heal with this machine. It's so easy to use, just check the PC on my desk. Mr. Pokemon goes everywhere and finds rarities. His house is past Cherry Grove City. Go north a little past Cherry Grove. I'm counting on you, Brian. Alright. Oh gosh, there's more talking. I forget how much people talk to you in these games. Brian, I want you to have these to help you with your task. We obtain potions! That is critical. Critical in a Nuzlocke. Don't hesitate to use a potion if you think yours is in danger. Okay, so you know what? I don't know if I actually ever finished explaining the Nuzlocke rules. You have to catch the first Pokemon on each route. If you don't catch it, or if you kill it, or accidentally run away, or whatever the reason may be, you don't get to try again. You just don't get an encounter for that route. If your Pokemon gets knocked out, then that's it. It's gone. You can't continue to use it. It goes in the box, or you have to release it. I'm playing so that you put it in the box because I like to see what we had and see like where we've come from, you know, see who's helped us along our journey. Also, you have to nickname every Pokemon you get. That way you build more of an emotional attachment. That way when it is ripped from you by a random Kyogre in the grass, or a random Kyogre that some trainer has, I don't know. Actually, no, we're not randomizing trainers. Oh, this is going to be so easy. But, you know, if you get, what's it called? Shadow tagged? Shadow bonded? Shadow tag is the ability, and then Destiny bonded by like a Wobbuffet or something, and the inevitability of death catches up to you, then you just feel it more when you nickname your Pokemon. That's where I'm trying to go with this long spiel. If we get knocked out in battle, we're done. That's it. That's the end of the playthrough. We don't get to go in and choose more from the box. We don't get a do-over. Not a zip.
Zilch.
And I think that's about it off the top of my head. I'm sure there are more rules that other people like to play by. This is the set of rules that I'm playing by. So you picked a Marowak. That's a cute Pokemon you have. When you walk with it, it'll become more friendly. You should turn around and talk to it sometimes too. Oh, that's right. Why don't you show it to your mom? See ya! Okay. I suppose I will. But first things first, I'm gonna check out this Marowak. See how Alexios is. He knows Headbutt. Let's see. A mild nature. I don't know what that does. It lowers defense and raises special attack. Man, that is terrible. That is like the worst nature you could get. That's terrible. Man, Alexios, you're not doing so hot so far. Gonna have a special attacking Marowak. Its ability is Lightning Rod. That's pretty cool. Draws in all electric type moves. It knows Growl, Tail Whip, Bone Club, and Headbutt. That's pretty good, actually. Headbutt's a pretty good move to have early on, and then Bone Club's pretty nice to have. May also make it flinch. I didn't know that. No ribbons, obviously. And it likes to run. That is adorable. Alright, so let's go ahead and show this to our mother. Our mater, as Alexios would say. Alright. As you may have just noticed, our little buddy is ready to be included in our family officially. Down in the bottom of the screen. Very excited. Alexios the Marowak. Oh, Brian, something. Professor Elm must have given it to you. I'm assuming a Pokemon. Oh, Professor Elm has a task for you, you say? What kind of task? ... I see. That sounds a little difficult. What kind of sheltered child am I? But when someone makes that kind of request of you, it must be important. Well, yeah. Oh, that's right, I completely forgot. Your Pokegear came back from the repair shop. Here you go. Brian received the Pokegear. What did I do to break my Pokegear? The Pokemon Gear, or Pokegear as it's often called, is what every trainer should have. Guess what? You can use the Pokegear to make a phone call too. Do you remember how? Yes, but you're still gonna explain it. Just power on the... Yep. Alright, what's wrong? Did you forget how... Oh man, you could have just given me like running shoes and then not explained how to use them. But whatever, Mom. I guess my broken phone that is no longer broken. Wait a second. I almost completely forgot about this. Here, I'll give you my number. It's a little strange to just give out your number to random kids, but I'll call you if anything comes up. Please don't. Alright, let's continue with our adventure. So, right now, we don't have a Pokédex or Pokéballs, and therefore, in my opinion, the Nuzlocke has yet to start. So if our Marowak just absolutely gets destroyed, then it doesn't count. Nuzlocke does not officially start until we have Pokédex and Pokéballs. So, at least that's the way I play it. You guys feel free to play however you want. Oh man. See, gonna have to go ahead and run from that one. This may be difficult, thinking about it. So, the way I have this randomized is that in the world there are type-themed areas, and that basically means that each route or area within a route or cave gets its own type to indicate that it's a new area. Okay, cool, so it's poison types in this area, not ghost types. Man, they all have freaking levitate though. Let's try and kill this Weezing, get some experience for our little buddy. And he's poisoned, which is not good for a Nuzlocke. $49 XP. That is less than I expected, honestly, from a wheezing. I think the poison goes away in this game. Like, I think this is where they first started that feature. But in case it doesn't, just want to reiterate, Nuzlocke has yet to start, thankfully. Man, I'm kind of excited that this is a poison type route, though. I should probably actually run. Just because, like, poison types are cool, and they're pretty uncommon to get. Like, it's not every day you just see a Seviper out in the wild, you know? They're pretty hard to find, I think, in Sapphire. You had to go to one specific area in the world, and they were a rare encounter. And it was fairly late game, like probably after 4th gym? Or it actually might be after 3rd gym, the 3rd gym in the game. So I guess it's not that late, but I'm hoping we find something like super rare, like Bagon kind of rare, where you don't get it until right before 8th gym, or right before 7th gym, I think, and then it's like level 10 or 20 or something, and doesn't evolve until 35 and 50, I think, or maybe 30 and 50, I don't remember, man, you know, trying to remember this stuff just makes me realize how long it's been since I've played some of these games. And I used to, like, know all of this stuff off the top of my head. Ah, finally, we have the freedom of movement. The running shoes. And I know it seems like I'm speeding up, but I'm really not. A wild chi has appeared. That wasn't chi that made that noise. Still not chi. Meow! Chi, you doing okay? Alright. You know, this world works in mysterious ways. Can't run without running shoes. If real life worked that way, then that would be a tragic world. Like, imagine a car is coming, and you have to get out of the way really quick, but you have to just walk, because you don't have on running shoes. It'd be pretty terrible. Who gave you permission to miss that move? I, your ruling dictator of this world, soon to be, of course, do not remember allowing you to miss any moves. Bright side, we got to level 6 for Alexios. I can only think of that name in a Greek accent now. Yeah. Hey, kiddo! Don't start any sentence with that. It just seems creepy. Sprinting out of your house full speed, screaming, "Hey, kiddo!" as you see a child walk by. How in the world can you be so oblivious to my eye-catching house? Hold it right there. Stop. When you follow that path up north, you will see Mr. Pokemon's house, I have to say. Oh wait, whoa. But before you go, let me finish what I have to say. Do you have it? Oh man, I can't read. Do you have any apricorns? Apricorn trees bear fruit once a day. I have one of those trees too. You can make Pokeballs and other things. They are quite useful. Good. I have a feeling this is meant to be because I have something for you. Got an apricorn box from the weird apricorn druggie. With that apricorn box, you can carry so many apricorns. You'll be a decent apricorn collector. You know, I don't trust you. There were a lot of red flags that just came up. Gurn apricorns. Same color as my eyes. At least according to my driver's license. Sometimes they're blue, sometimes they're green. Just depends on the lighting. There's a Typhlosion in this grass. We could just skip ahead in this game, essentially. Die! Man, Alexios, you are a champion indeed. You are living up to your name. And I'm really surprised that a Flareon gave more experience than a Typhlosion. A Quick Ball, cool. By the way, I think it didn't really process to me, but the Ultra Ball and Quick Ball and all that, that's because I changed the items in the world. I know I mentioned that, but just in case anyone forgot, I'm actually really trying to avoid Pokemon battles right now. We must get to Mr. Pokemon's house, safe and sound. That way we may start our quest of Nuzlocke and catch a poison type and a fire type. Both of which are weak to ground types, which is kind of funny. Or kind of ironic, at least. This is what I want Professor Elm to examine. Got the mystery egg. You know, if I accidentally skip through, that's just kind of force of habit of mine in these games. I will try to read as much of it as I can. If you want me to skip through, then by all means tell me, because I would love to just mash. But a friend of mine from Ekrutik gave it to me. I bet you can't find this kind of egg in Johto. I thought Professor Elm might be able to tell what this is. He's the best when it comes to the research of Pokemon evolution. That's a quote from the famous Professor Oak, who is standing right there. You are returning to Professor Elm. Here, your Pokemon should have some rest. Thanks. It's an avocado. There he is. And with that, I'm Professor Oak, a Pokemon researcher. So you're Brian. I was just visiting my friend, Mr. Pokemon. I heard you were running an errand for Professor Elm, so I waited here. Oh, what's this? A rare Pokemon. I see, you must be helping Professor Elm's research. I think I understand why Professor Elm would give you that Pokemon. And you will treat your Pokemon with love and care, it seems. Ah! Sorry, that's funny. Just, ah! You seem to be dependable. How would you like to help me out? This is the latest version of the Pokédex. It automatically records data on Pokemon's high-tech and whatever. Go meet many kinds of Pokemon and complete that Pokédex, but I've stayed too long. I have to get to Goldenrod for my usual radio show. Brian, I have a feeling that this is not the last time we'll meet. Let's exchange numbers just to be on the safe side. All these old folk giving me their numbers. Alright. Time to return to the Professor Elm. Hello, Brian? It's a disaster. It's just terrible. What should I do? Oh no. Please get back here now. Click. I know his voice changed. It just felt like it. Felt like that's really capturing the essence of Terrified Elm. The tree, of course, not the man. Oh yeah, got through that grass, no problem. And we can just jump off this ledge. Oh wait, hang on, I'm remembering things as I'm playing. Alright, you are full health. Alright, it's time to do this. Destroy our rival. Good old references that some people may remember, some people probably won't. It is unfortunately of the older variety at this point. The Totodile. Use Headbutt. I'm glad they don't know like Water Gun and Vine Whip and all that stuff at this point. Actually, does Chikorita learn Vine Whip, or does it know Razor Leaf right off the bat? Man, Alexios, you are a champion. I know I questioned your nature earlier, but honestly, not bad. Gotta say, not bad. Give it back, that's my trainer card. Oh no, you saw my name. Well, what a terrible situation you just got yourself into. I can avoid grass if I go up this way. Yes, I can. Heck yeah. Go see what Professor Elm's whining about. Oh man, there's a cop. Rule number 1, whoever did it will come back to the site. Oh my, so you must be the one who did it. I don't think you're the best cop. Hold on a second, he has nothing to do with it. I saw it, there was a red-haired boy looking into the building. What? You battled a boy like that? He must be the one who did it. Did you happen to get his name? You know what? I sure did, and his name is... crap. I don't know. What should I name him? So he's a boy. Chi. Hey. Chi. Alright, it's official. We're naming him Chi. Our enemy in this game will be named after our boy cat. He was just eating our other cat's food, and we try to keep them from doing that to each other. So his name was Chi, was it? Yes. Thanks for helping my investigation. My next assignment is to search for the red-haired individual. Brian, I'm glad they understand you are innocent. See you later. Thanks. I'm glad they do too, I guess. Brian, this is terrible. Oh yes, what was Mr. Pokemon's big discovery? This egg may be something I've never seen. Still, it's just an egg. Mr. Pokemon is always fascinated by eggs. Well, since he gave it to us, we might as well figure out what kind of secret it holds. I'll keep it for a while to find out about the egg. What? Oak gave you a Pokédex? Brian, is that true? That's incredible. He is superb at seeing the potential of people as trainers. Wow. I knew you were a little different. Things are going to be fun. You know what, just get on with it. Oh my goodness, there was so much talking there. Yep, we're gonna go down to the gyms. We should tell our mom. Ma'am. Mim. Mum. Mum. I'm going away, Mother. No, please don't. Okay, but be careful out there. I remember I made the mistake of being like, yeah, go ahead, save my money for me. And then I got the first phone call where she was like, hey, I spent your money. And I was like, why would you do that? And then she called me again. She's like, hey, spent more of your money. And again, had to wonder, why are you doing this to me, Mother? Spend your own money. Buy your own things. And she would buy such random, useless things. Ah yes, the age-old Pokemon battle. Oh boy. A Zubat. Interesting, interesting. Tree Bell. Your Meryl, look, it's got something wrong with it. I don't know how to tell you this. It seems like it's a little deformed when in battle. Weirdly enough, it seems fine outside of battle. Looks blue, round, short, typical Meryl traits. But you know, when it's in battle, just something changed. Something changed. Good old Brian Regan references. Anybody understands it? Should watch some of the old Brian Regan skits. Those are hilarious. See? Just like that. Alright guys, it's official. We have officially started the Nuzlocke because we have both Pokeballs and the Pokédex. So whatever Pokemon we see next on this route and any other route, first on any other route, that is what we have to catch. And it's a Haunter, which we can't damage. Well, I don't know what to do about this. I guess, oh boy. I guess we could just, you know what, we'll use our Quick Ball that we found, and hopefully that'll be good. Okay, well, I didn't expect that to actually work. Haunter's data was added to the Pokédex. In total darkness, where nothing is visible, Haunter lurks, silently stalking its next victim. That's kind of creepy. So a female ghost. A female ghost. I don't know. I'm so bad at thinking of nicknames. Female ghost. What was the Maiden of the Cliffs name in the anime? Like, wasn't that the Haunter episode? Or no, that was a Ghastly, but... You know, let's call it the Pythia, after the Oracle in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I am going to name everything after that game because I am unoriginal and that is the most recent form of creativity that I've been enjoying. Okay. Ooh, it's got a blue flute. I can play flute on our travels. How exciting. An impish nature. That raises defense and lowers speed, right? Oh man, it raises defense and lowers special attack. Why are these all terrible natures? Why am I being cursed? What have I done to offend the Greek gods? In Assassin's Creed Odyssey, of course. That is most likely not the last time you're going to hear about that game. I am sorry. Haunter. Alright, let's see. Let's see if our Haunter is up to snuff. Well, immediately put to sleep. And by the way, I just now realized we did not give our Haunter a place to stay within our family. After this battle, we will go ahead and do that. Let's just get out of here. Let's skedaddle, folks. Get out of this grass. Can I get to the next? No, I can't. So we're gonna go up here now and get our next encounter on Route 46. Exciting stuff about to happen. Let's go ahead and get a couple spots ready for the encounter from 46 and for our Haunter. Alright, Haunter has a place on our family, or, you know, in our family on the screen now. And we're going to go ahead and find our next encounter. I wonder what type it's going to be. I'm hoping for maybe an ice type. That would be cool. Okay, it is either a flying or bug type route, and it is a male Combi, meaning that it can't evolve. What a joy. Joyous day. I feel like someone's pulling some shenanigans here. the Nuzlocke gods. I have dishonored them in some way. You know, I was kind of hoping that would kill it. You know, it gives me something that I can just look at my team and be like, if I get something pretty cool, it's gone. This combi's gone when I find something else. So at least it's a spot on the team that I know I can replace pretty happily. And if anything, if we get into a tough battle, it's death fodder. It's going to die. I'm sending it in, healing everybody else up, and it will be dead. Give a nickname, of course. Of course we will. Don't name it something from Assassin's Creed. I don't know. I'm gonna name you Bumble, because that's kind of cute. It's kind of a cute name for a bee. A little Bumble. It's like Mumble from Happy Feet. And we're still gonna keep Haunter up front. I know that there is a female combi, but I'm gonna have to go ahead and deal with it. I wish we got a female combi. Vespa Quinn is honestly pretty cool. But little Bumble, he's got a spot on our team, you know? As much as I would like to be able to evolve him, it's okay. It's okay. We don't need to. It's not like we're playing through to actually complete the Pokédex. I mean, come on. Who's gonna dedicate their time to that? Probably tons of people. I've tried to in other games. It's a little difficult. Just a tad bit. You know what? Let's go ahead and see if Bumble has anything cool going on. He has the XP share in his... Okay. Interesting. That's something. I have no idea how to respond to that. Okay, a Jolly Nature. That raises speed and lowers special attack, I believe. It sure does. Honestly, that's not a terrible nature for this. May gather honey from somewhere. That's useful. There's no honey trees in this game, is there? Or, actually, you can just put them on random trees in this, can't you? I don't remember anymore. Alright. Bumble may have been a slight disappointment, but at least we have this opportunity right here. What is it going to be? A Charmeleon. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I will admit I can be excited about a Charmeleon. About finding one and using it on our team. I mean... He hit pretty decently, so hopefully that means he's got decent nature to him. Let's go ahead and put in Alexios. I'm gonna use Headbutt and cross my fingers it doesn't one-shot. Okay, cool. I'm gonna use Headbutt again and cross my fingers it doesn't crit. Oh. Alright, he's still asleep, has no health. This is a perfect opportunity to catch him. And hopefully we will have a Charizard. That would be super cool. Sweet. So, let's go ahead and name him and then check out what he's got going on. What should we name you? You know, I know this is kind of related to Assassin's Creed Odyssey slightly, but it's what I used to name my Charizards a lot. I would go between Hephaestus and Vulcan, because those are like the Greek and Roman names for the god of fire, or the god of the forge at least. So, I'm gonna name him Vulcan, just for old time's sake and whatnot. heal him up. And Charmeleon is officially part of our family now. That's exciting. That's an exciting one to catch. Anytime you get the like starters out in the wild, it just feels like way more exciting to find them because they're really rare to find in the wild in any of the games that you can find them there. And speaking of rare, I just realized I forgot to mention one of the rules of the Nuzlocke. So, the way I play it is that you only get the first Pokemon on any route, but if you find a shiny Pokemon, that negates that like clause. I call it the shiny clause. Oh crap, I didn't realize this was a battle. So that means if I find a shiny Pokemon and it's the second or third or whatever number of Pokemon I found on that route, then I still get to catch it because it's shiny and I'm not passing that opportunity up. Let's try Vulcan out. Let's put him in. See how he fares against this Rattata. Tail Whip ain't scaring me. Got a Charmeleon. He knows Ember. Alright, not bad, not bad. Take a hit pretty well even after a Tail Whip. Oh my goodness, never mind. You're gonna get switched out. Oh, so close. That is unfortunate. Let's put in, I guess, Alexios, because I feel like I should try to get Bumble up some levels just to try to use them, but I would really rather my other Pokemon get the experience. Can I get your number? No, I don't. Yeah. I don't give out my number all willy-nilly in this game. Also want to check out your summary now. Bold nature, that raises defense, lowers attack, so another not so great nature. I guess he's more special attacking apparently than attacking anyways, but could have like raised speed, lowered special defense. That would have been better. Maybe raised special attack, lowered special defense, something like that. But that's okay, that's okay. We'll manage. We'll make this work, Vulcan. Alright, let's go ahead and take on this next trainer. Ah, yes, a Pidgey, indeed. Meaning that I can't attack you with Pythia. And until I get another move, I won't be able to do the first gym either. I just now realized that. With Pythia, at least. Alexios can take him all by himself. Switch. Get Pythia some experience, hopefully get another move. I don't know when it gets new moves. And I also changed the settings so that impossible evolutions are no longer a thing, so I think that means like trade evolutions in this. So hopefully it's just like level 36 or something like that he evolves at. Because I would like to have a Gengar, but you know, if that doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen. And that's okay. We can use a Haunter. Is the Eviolite an item in this generation? I think that came out in 5th gen, didn't it? Or 6th. One of those. Somewhere in that general time frame. Alright, let's march forward, team. I believe this is the last trainer on this portion of the route. Sent out a Caterpie. Interesting. I mean, I guess I should expect that from a bug catcher. I don't know why that was so astounding to me. I guess I'm just so used to seeing Rattatas and Pidgeys from the previous two trainers. Kill it, kill it. Honestly, it can't do anything to me, so I could just sit here and spam Lick as much as I want. Even if I'm slower than it, it still can't do anything to me. Because it should. Excuse me. It should only know Tackle and String Shot, and Tackle won't affect me. So String Shot is its only choice. What a buffoon. Bringing a Caterpie to a ghost fight. That juicy experience, level 5 for Pythia. Pythia, however you say it. No, we're keeping you in. Not gonna give them any opportunities to damage anybody else, because for one, I would put in Vulcan, get him some experience, because he would destroy these Caterpies, but he's got 2 HP, and I'm pretty sure one tackle from a Caterpie would kill him at that point. And that would be the most embarrassing death for, honestly, any Pokemon really, but especially a Charmeleon. And I will not dishonor Vulcan that way. Bugcatcher Don. Are you Don Giovanni? Oh wait, this is... hang on. It's a different route, guys. That means we get to catch another Pokemon up here. That's exciting news. I'm gonna go ahead and heal up Vulcan. Just because I know there's more trainers up this way. I'm also gonna take the honey, off of you. Alright, so if there are fire types on this route, then I will consider it to be the same area. Just because I'm kind of playing based on the type-themed areas modification rather than the individual routes. So within a cave, I know the different floors of the cave have different type-themed areas, just based on playing that way in the past. So I will be considering different floors and caves to be different areas because of that. Ooh, it's an Electabuzz. That's an interesting one to get. Again, that's a trait evolution, so I'm not sure how that would work. Let's go ahead and weaken him a little bit, or her, rather. My apologies, madam. And in this generation, electric types can still be paralyzed, apparently. I guess, yeah, that didn't change till 6th gen, didn't it? Right? I don't remember. Oh, Pythia! You're not supposed to critical hit and then kill it. It was an Electabuzz. That was a cool one. And I guess at least you got up a couple levels from it, but still, that is disappointing. I gotta admit, that is a sad day in the Nuzlocke world. Do you have honey again? My goodness, where do you find this? Have our Charmeleon out. You are adorable. In the dark cave, we'll have our next encounter. So, you know, it may not have gone well with the Electabuzz, but at least we have this encounter, which is Xatu, huh? I'm not overly excited about that, admittedly. I'm not entirely sure why, it just doesn't really call out to me. I mean, I guess it could be cool. When I would play through this game in the past, and like on my DS, like no randomizers or anything, I would always want to get a Natu towards the beginning of the game. You know what? We're in danger territory for you. I'm gonna go ahead and put in Pythia. But I always wanted to use a Natu and Xatu towards the beginning of the game, just because it was kind of difficult to get to them. You had to do some weird stuff in the Ruins of Alph, and I don't know if I actually ever did. But I guess it could be cool to use. Really wish we got that Electabuzz though. That would have been super cool to use. Alright, the Xatu. Female Xatu, I believe. No, it's a male. Okay. What should we name you? Excuse me. What should we name you? Xatu is supposed to be all-seeing. Supposed to know everything. I don't know. Let's, you know what, we'll call him Omni. Because he's omnipotent. That's all-seeing, isn't it? Omnipotent. Isn't that what that means? I'm pretty sure all power... No. Omnipotent is like... exists everywhere, isn't it? I don't remember. It's... not that important. Go ahead and get this bulk apricorn. And I guess we will march forward. We'll go ahead and battle these guys. Or this guy, I think. Yeah, the one above doesn't battle. Thinking about it. Are you the last trainer on this route? I can't remember. Bugcatcher Wade. And your Caterpie. Alright, Vulcan, you're not 2 HP anymore. You should be able to take one hit at least. And really dish them out. Yeah. Let's just one-shot all of these. Ooh. Keep bad on. Come on, Vulcan. There, now you're 7 HP. Don't you feel so much more protected, I guess? So much more safe. Die. Alright, Vulcan, I take back my initial thoughts on you. I know it was a critical hit that got you down to 2 HP earlier, so, you know, perhaps a little unfair of me to jump the gun and assume you're not good. And there it is, Wade. All of your Caterpies, all of your Weedles don't stand a chance against me, okay? I like you, and you talk about... No. You're not cool enough. I'm kidding. I just don't... Like, it was just always kind of oh, that's cool. It was always kind of frustrating getting, like, the phone calls when I'm doing something in the game. And just listening to them be all like, oh, I saw this Pokemon the other day. It was cool. I'm just like, I don't really care that much. Alright, I am a little concerned about this matchup. We'll go ahead and get away from that one, because that's potentially a dangerous situation. Can you take an Ampharos that is half your level with 9 HP? Ooh. Alright. Okay, yeah, the answer is yes. Absolutely. You're gonna dominate this thing. Okay, that's a little more concerning. Getting real tired of these critical hits. That's really sad. That's disappointing. I don't think Bumble could take a hit from it. We'll just give all the experience to Alexios. That's disappointing. I only had that Charmeleon for 2 routes. Heck, I only had it for one route if you're not counting where I got it. Man, I'm sad about that. Now I won't ever have a Charizard in this playthrough. Because I do play by the Dupes Clause rule, too. Are you a trainer? No, you're not. And I don't think that bigger guy down there is either. Man, I'm saddened. I knew it was you, Brian. Well, unfortunately, Xatu had to replace our Charmeleon. How did you get past me? Here's something neat for surprising me, Brian. The versus recorder. I don't really use that in this game, honestly. Oh man. No, I'm thinking of the versus seeker. Yeah, I never used the versus recorder. The versus seeker was a cool item, though. You could use that to get up to level 100 so fast in Diamond and Pearl. Go ahead and heal everyone. Well, go ahead and put Charmeleon away after healing him up. Go ahead and give him a nice burial in the box. Vulcan, you know what? It was a good run, buddy. I enjoyed using you while you were still alive. I gotta admit, that's probably the most disappointing one to lose. Go ahead and name this box. Oh shoot. Ah, crap. Hang on. That box is gonna just be called Box. I'm trying to name Box 2, thanks. Gonna name you D-E-D for dead. Our poor Charmeleon. And then Box 1's gonna be where we have extra Pokemon. If we get to that glorious point. If we don't get frickin' critical hit by an Ampharos. Let's go ahead and switch up our party. Put Omni up front. I guess Bumble is gonna get some experience at some point. Let's check out Omni's summary real quick. Impish as well. That is a terrible nature for you. Oh. Why are we being cursed? Why is this playthrough cursed? Alright. Well, I think that's enough for this time. In the next video, we are going to be taking on Faulkner at the Violet City Gym and doing the bell tower, trying to, adventure a little bit further into the game, get our first gym badge perhaps, and hopefully we won't lose any more valuable teammates. If we lose Bumble, that's okay because he's not valuable, but if we lose like Alexios or Pythia, that's it. I'm just gonna quit anyways. Nuzlocke over. They basically are my whole team, so Nuzlocke over at that point. But hopefully that won't happen. Thank you to anyone who watches this video, and don't forget to answer the question, what is your favorite Pokemon generation and why? I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you, and goodbye.